Can you still enjoy a car in a niche segment when you know it's not the best one out there? The Lexus GS F is a very strong maybe.
I love that we live in a world of fun-to-drive Lexus vehicles. Now, if you go back a few years, you'll find that the IS300 fits that bill. The old school one, the manual gearbox. It's a pretty sweet ride, and you can pick them up now for great prices and have a cool-ass little drift vehicle on your hands. But then for a period, most of the lineup is just luxury-focused. And that's fine, because those are the customers that Lexus gets, are those who want nice, comfortable, stylish vehicles. Lately, though, Lexus has been on a bit of a tear producing vehicles that are far more fun to drive. The ISF came out a few years ago, and it wasn't the best in its class, but it was tons of fun. Then the LFA came out and showed what Lexus could do just with an engineering exercise. That's really what that car was. It built that carbon fiber loom. It did neat things with a V10, amazing noise from that Yamaha-tuned engine and exhaust system. Fast forward to the RCF, and you have a coupe that competes against the likes of BMW and Mercedes and Audi. Now, it doesn't win those competitions, but it's fun. It'll put a smile on your face. It stands out in traffic. It's a good-looking car. This, though, the GSF, is about balancing the fun. It's not as aggressively styled as the coupe, but it does have that same 5-liter V8 engine under the hood. No turbos, no supercharger, just naturally aspirated greatness. And noise. Oh, there's still plenty of noise. So noise is the order of the day here. You're not going to win speed contests against the rest of this segment. The E63, the M5, the S6, they're all faster. The CTS-V, it's faster. Most of them, with the exception of the S6, and the CTS-V is close, assuming you don't option up, are about the same price. The BMW and the Mercedes are $100,000 plus. Just, that's what they cost. The car I'm driving here is about $86,000. It has one option. It's an amazing 17-speaker Mark Levinson audio system. The base sound system is 12 speakers. So if you have to save money, I guess you could do it there, but just get the good sound system because it sounds incredible. It actually has technology that restores some of the lost audio bits that we get because we use digital music. That's kind of cool. Now, I can't really tell a difference, but if you're an audiophile, you will be able to. More important, though, than the audio system is the driving experience. Now, I have the car in Sport S+, which is the most aggressive setting. This car also has a torque vectoring differential with a few settings as well. In normal mode, it just does what a differential does. I have it in slalom mode, which gives you a little bit quicker turn-in. It's supposed to, at least, and I think it does. I can feel it. It'd be better to test it on a racetrack, but we're not on a racetrack. We're down here outside of San Diego. I have traction control fully on, though, because this is not the Hooniverse Highway Hoona Grounds, and I don't know these roads as well as I normally do. But the traction control also has multiple settings. The vehicle dynamic intelligent management, I forget what it is, but it's VDIM. You can do traction off, but still kind of there, or you can do it fully off for your big, meaty burnouts and drifts. Now, even with it in that like halfway mode, there's an expert mode, you can still get the car loose, so that's fun. That's the thing with these cars. When you see the F badge, and not the F Sport badge, the actual F badge, you're in for fun. These cars are fun. They'll put a smile on your face. From the noise to the level of comfort to just the shenanigans you can have behind the wheel. So all of that wonderful noise coming into the cabin, just so you know, a portion of it is synthesized. Lexus employs something here like other automakers do. This one's called active sound control. And in normal mode, it's actually off. And there's a button over here where I can turn it on and off if I want. You put it into Sport S, which is one above normal, and there's a speaker at the rear that puts out a low frequency tone that enhances the exhaust. So it's not actually making fake exhaust, it's putting a tone out to enhance the exhaust. Now you put it in Sport S+, you get that rear speaker doing its thing, but you also add a front speaker that puts out a higher frequency tone that enhances the intake noise and the engine noise. So Lexus says that they're not putting fake engine noise. What they're doing is putting tones that enhance the existing engine noise, especially when you dip into the higher rev range and the variable valve timing and the cams change their deal and the noise adjust. It's like, it sounds cool and then it sounds deep and angry. It's like, wah, whoa. And it's all, burping out the back through those quad exhaust tips, which are hooked up, not fake. This is still a Lexus, so the seats, excellent, super comfortable. You have plenty of bolstering, so you're not going anywhere, but you're also, not squeezed in here. I feel comfortable. I love these seats. I could road trip in them all day long. I like the use of Alcantara right here, the suede, keeps the sunlight from bouncing into your eyes. The rest of the materials are great. They didn't use piano black. There's actual carbon fiber in here. The steering wheel feels good. It's nice and meaty in your hands. The shift paddles are always right there. Speaking of the shift paddles, they're connected to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. In Sport S Plus, it shifts quickly enough. In the lower modes, I wish it shifted a little more quickly, but in normal and sport, just driving around town, it's actually fine. I would love to see the ZF unit, because I don't believe this is the ZF unit. I think this is an in-house designed gearbox. That ZF unit is the king of 8 speeds right now. When it comes to steering, there's not a lot of feel. It's an electronic power steering system, so they can up the boost that you're getting. They can change it. They can make it feel a little bit tighter, and I appreciate that. It's just that, it doesn't have the feel of a hydraulic system. I have to stop complaining about that, because that'll be the complaint I have for every car going forward. This car does haul ass though, and that's great. That's what you want in a mid-sized luxury sports sedan. And this fits into the segment perfectly. It's not as jarring as some of the other options out there. It's about balance, like I said earlier. It's a little bit lighter than the rest of the competition. It's not as fast. 0 to 60 is about 4.5 seconds. The quarter mile is just under 13. All the other competitors here are into the threes, 0 to 60. Their power numbers are off the charts. We only have 467 horsepower, something like 390 pound-feet of torque. It all makes it higher up in the rev range, though this car does rev awesomely to 7,300 RPMs.
The Lexus GS F. It's not the fastest in the segment, but it's also not claiming to be either. It's an honest luxury sports sedan that balances rather nicely between those two worlds, luxury and sport. If you get the GS F, you don't need to explain to your coworkers why you're wearing M-branded driving gloves like you would had you opted for the BMW. That no, your E-Class isn't the same as their grandmother's E-Class had you purchased the Benz, and that yes, it's perfectly normal to be replacing your tires every 3,000 miles and swearing at your nav and radio because it doesn't work if you walked into that Cadillac dealership. The GSF won't win the race along the curvy road separating point A from point B, but it will make you smile, occasionally laugh, and always have fun. And that's what a good luxury sports sedan is all about.